are fools. They're raging, and through their rage they feel confident, and the scriptures call them the ungodly. Okay, because the Lord's not dealing with them. All right, Psalms 25 and 19. Alright, Psalms chapter 25, verse 19. It says, "Consider my enemies, for they are many, and they hate me with cruel hatred." Alright, now we went through that before. Let me pull it up again. Cruel hatred. Alright. Get it one more time. Alright. Look up the word cruel. Okay. It says I'm going to read it again. Psalms 25 and 19. Now this is a psalm of David. He says, "Consider my enemies," which we prove our enemies are the heathen. Okay. "For they are many." And that's true. There's many nations outside of the nation of Israel, because in total there's 18 nations. Okay. Alright. So 17 nations, alright, are many compared to our nation, the nation of Israel, which is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Our nation is made up of 12 tribes. Alright, going back to the 12 patriarchs, or the 12 sons that came from the loins of Jacob. Alright, which were the fathers of the 12 tribes, which became the nation of Israel, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, which are the Israelites. That's you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American descent. Okay, but all the other nations outside of that, the other 17 nations, they're many. Okay, and they are against us. Okay, that's why David said that. "Consider my enemies, for they are many, and they hate me with cruel hatred." Now that word cruel in the Hebrew is Strong's Hebrew 2555. Is Hamas. Hamas, which means violence, wrong, cruelty, injustice. So it says that our enemies hate us with cruel hatred, with violence, with wrongs, cruelty, and injustice. Okay? And how do they establish that? Through these legislations, and laws and executive orders that they establish. Alright? What is this? Let me get that. Alright? Isaiah 10 and 1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees," which another word for decrees means laws. Okay? "And that write grievousness which they have prescribed." The word prescribed means they pre-written this out. So all these executive orders, legislations, bills that's been passed or that's be introduced into Congress, okay, talking about here in the United States or in and around other parts of the world, that is set up to bring forth violence, wrong, cruelty, and injustice towards the descendants of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American descent. Alright, it's already been prescribed. Okay? Alright? And that whole dramatic thing of, like here in the United States, the Democrats and Republicans fighting against each other, that's all a form of drama, or just to entertain the people. But they already have a preset agenda which they all agree on. For an example, the new thing that just came out, the National Security Agency, basically coming out and saying that they monitor and watch everybody through means of cell phones, computers, everything, emails, security cameras, and all that stuff. Alright, which you people are so fucking docile and simple. Alright, you've been dumbed down so much that they come out with movies such as Eagle Eye, Enemy of the State with Will Smith in it. What's another one where they show that? I'll just use those two examples. In those two movies, they blatantly come out and reveal. Excuse me, I forgot. Batman: The Dark Knight. Okay, the one with Joker in it and whatever. And that one where they had the scene where Christian Bale's character, when he was playing Batman, he had set up a surveillance thing using sonar, almost something like sonar, to monitor and find out where the Joker was. They have that technology, and they show you this in the movies, but people perceive it as, oh, this is just a movie, this is whatever. But that's the way they reveal themselves. Alright, because the whole entertainment industry is all controlled by the so-called Jewish, okay, and the Zionists, alright, and it's influenced by the elite banking families, okay, or the Illuminati, because the actors and actresses that play in these movies, they're known as lesser illuminates. Okay, they're just low level Illuminatis, basically. So they all understand this agenda and stuff like that. Okay, all right, but they're all for this. That's why they was all for. Whenever they're trying to pass, which they gonna pass it anyway, but they gonna take away these guns from the people. Okay, what happened when they start promoting a bill and stuff? They had all these actors and actresses who actually played in movies filled with violence and using guns and weapons to speak out against guns and weapons and try to push that agenda, or that to make it a law, an unrighteous decree, unrighteous law to take away people's guns. Alright, like it's an unrighteous decree for the Obamacare, which is another form of unrighteous decrees, which was pre-described, okay, which has the RFID chip in it, which is the mark of the beast, which is set up to whoever of our people take it and of the other nations that take it, they're gonna be destroyed. Okay, that is the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, which is now law. Okay, so all that just to say it fits this. This is Isaiah 10:1. Woe, which the word woe means destruction and lamentation. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay, it's grievous because these things which are written or being passed as laws and put out and established as laws is grievous unto those who want to follow righteousness. Alright, because it goes against that which the Lord hath commanded. A great example is over there in France. Okay, they passed in the law that same-sex marriages, basically sodomy, is legalized, and that they changing certain words, you making it illegal to say male and female and man and woman, or they have to be considered parents or spouses. Okay, so it's chaos over there. Okay, because you got Israelites still over there in France. Okay, all right. Verse 2: to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Okay, and that's what's going to happen when all hell break loose. That's why the Lord prophesied, and let me get that, in Matthew 24:19, that in these times women and children going to get it the most. Alright, it says, woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. Okay, so it's going to be great destruction and stress on these women. Alright, why? Through our enemies creating these laws, alright, that provoked violence, wrong, cruelty, and injustice towards the children of Israel.